So this is the first farm that we are going to visit. This is the witch farm because there was a witch. My house is right over there. There was a witch hut right here. We cleared out all the land around it, filled it in with water. Built. I think this is JL2579's design. I'm fairly certain it does not work anymore, mainly because I can see from here that there is redstone and gunpowder up there. I don't know why. But I'm fairly certain this system does not work anymore. It's been broken for a while, but this was a very highly efficient witch farm. They would fall down here. So let's go ahead and just go down into the witch farm to see what is... I never did end up making an entrance to this. Basically, if you want to come here, just go to my house and make a left. This was a portal that we were going to use for it. This is to turn the witch farm on and off. So when it's on right now, we're going to see any witches fall. I don't think we're going to have any witches fall. Oh, there's some XP floating. Alright, yeah, I think this farm's broken because of updates. This was the portal that we're going to use for it. And then I have an item elevator in the back. You can probably hear those minecarts going whir back there. I have an item elevator, actually dual item elevators, because this was a highly efficient witch farm, and one item elevator is not enough to bring all the items up. So I have two item elevators here, hoppers feeding into them. Once they are... or have items in them, you go over this way. They feed them up into a organization row, and then there is a filter system around here for each individual item. So this one is, so this one's for glowstone, this one's for redstone, we have gunpowder, and it would just filter them into the chest. We have a lot of storage for it. 8 double chest hoppers in the back, plus we also have 16 chest minecarts behind each one for overflow storage, which comes in handy because of all the items that we have. There are 32 minecarts in the sticks because you get twice as many sticks from witches as any other item. Those sticks are also fed into this furnace system here, which automatically refills the furnaces with sticks. So if you want to do some AFK farm or AFK cooking, do that. There's a little AFK room if you want to use it. And yeah, that's our witch farm. Let's go ahead and get out of here, and we're going to go check out a couple other farms on the server. Alright, so this is my portal room. This is in the Nether, shockingly enough. I know you can't believe it. This is my portal room, because Nether is hell. I decided to go with something a little bit less hellish. I blew this all up with a bunch of TNT, and then got a lot of snow blocks from a snow farm, basically using a snowman to infinitely create snow. Coat it completely in snow, got some glowstone to light it up, and then I have a frozen pond down here with a hole in the side. I don't know who did that. Oh well. A hole in the side, and then there's a frozen pond with some iron trees. This is a throwback to the first server, because this is kind of what my spawn room looked like on my portal room looked like on the first server that I hosted. Although this one's a little bit more extreme, as you can tell. It's a very, very large area, and I'm very, very happy with the way it turned out. And I really like those iron trees. Mainly because the leaves in the Nether just look terrible. And it has a nice winter feel to it. So that's my spawn room. Floating portal over there. And then the tunnel to our hub is right here. So you just go ahead and go run down it. And welcome to the ToastedCraft Nether Hub. I forgot who designed this. Was it Nash? But it is absolutely massive. There is room for 8 farm portals down on the bottom row. Then there's also mine, because they decided to isolate me from the rest of the populace for probably good reasons. Massive quad portal in the middle to go to spawn. And then upstairs, we have 4 different colored branches, each with 25 available slots in each of them for people. So you could have 100 different tunnels in this area. So see, each one gets their own little area here. So you just break out the 3x3 and just build a little tunnel to wherever your portal will be. We do have full beacons, or not full beacons, but we have 3 beacons throughout the entire range of the hub for speed, haste, and stuff. In case you get an angry pigman, you're not going to get it completely annihilated by them because you do have those buffs. It is quite long on each side, as you can see, but that is to accommodate 25 people on each side while maintaining a nice aesthetic. And then on this side, I built a directory, because I kept forgetting where everyone is. So a directory for the different locations, starting from left to right on each side of the hub. So this is green portion, which is back here. We have blue, or purple, whatever the fuck it is, which is over there. Red, which I think is opposite. Yeah, red's over there, and then yellow, which is over there. So you just look at the color, who's on there, and then what port they are on. And then this is the egg from the Ender Dragon fight. We have kept that the entire time. So let's go ahead, because actually the farms, or main farms, are going to be down on the bottom level, but we can just visit a couple of them from here. Iron Farm is going to be at spawn. I will show you that. Gold Farm, you can get to it from this short little portal right there. We're just going to fly to it from spawn because it's so close. This area right here has been cordoned off because the Iron Farm, when dispensing rose petals through the portal to keep chunks loaded, which is one of the features that it needs to do, or one of the bugs, exploits, whatever it is, to keep chunks loaded in spawn, has to dispense items through a portal. They come out through here, and instead of just letting them pile up in the hub, it was a little bit random, so I've just built a big lava area, and they all just fall into the lava right there. So that's why that is there. This is the spawn. Oh, there we go. This is the spawn of the server. I did have a bigger portal here, but that was kind of interfering with other portals, especially within the Nether of the tight constraints of it. So that's why I want the small one. Big middle finger. Don't know idea who built that. And then normally you spawned on this block right here. But then for some reason the server changed its server seed randomly. I didn't know that was possible, but it did. So now you spawn all the way down there. So this is actually the spawn point now. I built a giant chicken, so this is, since it's constantly loaded in these chunks, this will constantly be producing cooked chicken and feathers. So there's that. There's a bunch of storage in the back, and then there are also chickens up here if you can hear them. Yeah, they're in there. This is just constantly... Where is it? There we go. So this is just constantly making cooked chicken right here with a bunch of chickens right there. Goes through there. It gets dropped out of the front of the chicken and picked up by hoppers in the storage area down low. Let's go ahead and do that. All right. This is a bulk storage, basically just public thing. So if you wanted to get something away, just put it in these chests. That's really all you needed to do. Preston was doing some work here. He built the Krusty Krab, a faithful rendition of the Krusty Krab right here, in case you ever get hungry. I still don't know why or what this is, but this is a giant crafting bench. And it opens up, and no, this is not pointless. So, big crafting bench with some crafting benches, and then extra crafting benches up there in case you run out. He says it's not pointless, so it's clearly not pointless. Thank you for that, Preston. This is the Iron Farm. I do believe this is the Iron Titan design. This was designed by JL2579 or one of the ZipCrowd people. This is an auto-resetting Iron Farm. So the lights are off now, which means it's resetting itself because, again, the server hasn't been used in a long time, and I'm sure the villages that it created broke, and it auto-detects when the villages have been broken, and automatically resets the system to create new villages. I think it is 32 villages. Gets created on either side, has villagers that get pushed up to the doors. We have doors over here that get created into villages. There's a nice creeper hole. Gets set with this, so that's a glitch. That's not actually there. And it just basically creates the light tunnels for villages to be created. Has some villagers over here to make... there's some shit. I don't know how it works. Basically, it creates villages. It brings the village up the tower somehow with the doors, and then it locks the village into a single row. So basically, a single row of doors right there is a village. I don't know how it works. It just does. Iron golems spawn on these 2 points right here, so they spawn up here and down here on the water currents. They get pushed into the lava. It kills them, and then the collection area is down here. You can actually see the golems get killed down here. Gets thrown through here. This is a filter system to pick up roses, because you do not want roses, and that's what's used to keep the chunks loaded. Iron gets thrown through there, goes through an ice track, and then gets filled into these chests. These are all full of iron ingots, and crafting bench, and then some ender chests if you want to make iron blocks. So that's how I got all the iron for our iron trades, or my iron trades. This is the redstone for it, and you can see it's resetting right now. Underneath these lime wool pads is the ice system for the Iron Titan, and then also down here, this is the maintenance tunnel that I made. Just because we had some issues getting it working when I first built it. But now it works just fine. Maybe. It might have broken in an update. I'm not sure. This is where the roses get thrown through a portal to keep chunks loaded. The ice path for the iron gets thrown into the item elevator. Blah, blah, blah. Bob's your uncle. That is the Iron Farm. Go ahead and do that. And then let's go ahead and check out the Gold Farm, because Gold Farm was a pain in the ass. Gold Farm from here, you can either go through the thing, or we'll load. It's right over... Well, it's over here. Let's just see. So this is an overworld gold farm. I forgot who designed this one, but basically it uses 3 ghasts within minecarts, giant fucking portals. Don't even ask me how long it took to get all this obsidian. Giant fucking portals. Pigmen spawn, and due to a visual glitch, it shows that the ghasts are not moving. They are in fact named ghasts, so they will not despawn. It shows that they're not moving, but the minecarts are circling around. I do believe. Oh, yep, it's minecart circling around, and the gas are technically still there, so it will push off the. Yep, there you go. So minecart's still there. Gas are pushing off the pigmen. So called the. And there it goes. They're all being pushed down. Pigmen fall down into that little thing down there, and with all those portals, you get quite a bit of gold. And through here, oh, I'm going to go through the Nether there. Let's close that door, and into the Nether. This is a portal, obviously, and then go back through, and this is where the pigmen end up. I do have a village, or someone put a villager here. You can trade dirty meat for an emerald, so because you do get a lot of dirty meat from these guys. So, and then you get gold bars occasionally, and then the gold nuggets. So the way that this works is it drops them down to half health due to a height reset thing. We're using water, and then they land on this block. Or if you want to just have them die automatically, it just drops them down to there, just like that. So like that. Or is it one hit? Is it one heart or half heart? I don't know. Pigmen have kind of a weird thing. And this is just to open up these little trapdoors. So little pigmen, baby pigmen can't get you because they can't fit through a less than one block tall gap. And also when you get the items, kill them. You go up here because XP does get caught on there. So you just go up there and grab all the XP. And Bob's your uncle. There's another filtration system back here. Overflow is thrown into right here. So this is an overflow system. It just gets thrown into lava down there. So that is our overworld gold farm. What do we have next? Let's go into the hub. We have a dual blaze farm. It's very far away, kind of old-fashioned. Don't think it works. Clay farm, which is just leads to mesa biome. Don't be fooled there. We have the Sky Mall. That never worked out. Edgar, we'll be viewing that later. And then we saw the witch farm. Those are all not taken. So let's go ahead and look at the Wither Wiper. This was one of the newer farms that I built before I stopped playing, and this was incredibly OP. So let's go ahead and fly our way down to the Wither Wiper and see what it's all about. Alright, here we are. The hub for this was never actually finished, but it is a very, very long tunnel of quartz and blue clay, which is the design we went with. This was the storage area for clearing out the Nether. All these chests were filled with TNT. I think there's still a little bit in some of them. Okay, so yeah, double chest. 244,000 blocks of TNT were handcrafted, mainly by me, AFKing at the witch farm. So 244,000 blocks of TNT used to clear out 13.5 million blocks of Nether. So this is 320 by 320 by 128 tall. Area of the Nether completely cleared of all blocks in a giant TNT explosion. We were going to cover the floor in glowstone, but again, due to time constraints and nobody playing, that was never actually completed. This is the Wither Wiper, though. I forgot who designed this one. It uses 16 ghasts on minecarts to push mobs towards the center, towards a filtration system. That filtration system is broken, unfortunately, so this farm does not work, but it was quite the feat to make anyway. So, when you get down here, so the only spawn points are the spawn points on those ice blocks. And that is built in a double quad intersection of a Nether fortress for maximum spawning efficiency. Stairs are kind of screwed up because of the update. This is the storage area for all items collected in the farm. It is not automatic. You do have to manually store items, but it's really not that bad. So you got some that, a bunch of bones. Yeah, 4 double chests of bones from the Wither skeletons. Oh no, we do have some gold that people left. Gold ingots, a bunch of coal, and then wither skulls. This was full of wither skulls, but I think some people took them. I mean, I have a full double chest of wither skulls in my house, so not really an issue on this server. I got some chicken because you do get quite hungry killing all the people up there. This is the enchanting area. Got some anvils, some items for enchanting, some books, blah blah blah. Because you do get a lot of XP from this. This is the spawn pad for him, so when you flip this switch, it turns the farm on. And then if you go up, it will show the mine carts going. On mine carts. There we go. And then mine carts, okay. The gas aren't moving for some reason, but again, gas are there and being pushing the items into the middle. And then turn it off. There is a filter system, so you can filter out pigmen, filter out blazes. You will always get wither skeletons, though. There is a filter system that is supposed to be working up here. As you can hear, it's kind of freaking out. I'm guessing that's due to an update bug with something to do in Minecraft that we use to bake this farm. I don't know what, but all of the mobs are still right there, as you can see, and they should be dropping down. That's our wither skeleton farm. Incredibly efficient, incredibly good XP. Really just all the good items from this one. So it is a very big farm, quite the undertaking, especially those ghasts. Fuck those ghasts. I'm never getting ghasts again. But it works. It worked and it worked flawlessly while we had it. So that is the Wither Wiper on the server for Wither Skulls. Next farm we're going to be looking at is... Oh, there we go. Yeah, so it's a giant square around here of nothing but void, so the only spawn points are up there. Next farm we're going to be looking at is a Guardian Farm, built by USMC Nash. Before this area, they did build a portal here. That leads to another Guardian Temple. They were going to make another Guardian Farm. They didn't really need to because we already had a hyper-efficient one. So there is another Guardian Temple through that portal right there. And then also, I'm pretty sure this is extra TNT that we didn't end up using. So yeah, there's a bunch of TNT in here also, if you need that. Let's go ahead and fly back. Alright, we're back at the hub. That is the platform I used to get ghasts for the gold farm. I'd say it was fun, but I'd be lying. Another thing I forgot to show you that we never actually finished was someone was building... down here, someone was building a sheep farm, an AFK sheep farm down here for all the different colors. There's the button. There we go, and they built this nice fancy door too. I don't know who did that. They're going to have all the colors here, so green, light blue, blah blah blah. You actually see the sheep cycling through, so you just stand here, AFK. When the sheep come through, you just right click and it shears them, gathers all the items. There's some scissors right there to... just keep refilling your inventory, so great way to get wool. Was not actually finished, I don't think. No, it was not. But we do have this little sheep area down here where they're growing sheep. Or breeding sheep, yeah. Very nice design. Again, I don't remember who was doing it, but yeah, it's very, very, very beautiful design, actually. But again, that farm was never completed. There's going to be the same thing over on that side, and then... don't know about down there. But... also, another farm that I forgot to mention, because it kind of slipped my mind, is our Supercharged Creeper Farm. That was built over this way. Each one of these little cells in here has a creeper in it, all named. When the lightning strikes, it kind of ignites the nether brick around it, so you know which one it struck. And that is how we got the Supercharged Creepers on our server. I don't think we ever used... Did I use one to get skulls? But yeah, you use Supercharged Creepers to get zombie and skeleton skulls in single player now. So that's why we have this farm, so you can do that. And the last farm... No. Oh yeah, we're going to go to the Guardian Farm now. So I'll show you how to get to the Guardian Farm, because it is quite far away. Okay, so how you get to the Guardian Farm, because we never actually built an area or a specific pathway to it, is you go to this Nash Tunnel in the Green Branch. Go all the way down it. And then once you get to the portal, you skip that and keep going behind it again. And once you get to this second portal down here, after going through that big old tunnel, make a left down here, and then follow this to the next nether portal. Alright, and once you get to this nether portal, just go on in. And this takes you to the Guardian Farm. So this is the Guardian Farm. This is an underwater temple, or whatever the hell they called it. Completely cleared out, dug down to bedrock. All the ocean above it has been cleared out as well. I think this ladder goes up. Yeah, so this ladder goes up. I'll just show you. So the ocean was filled in with sand, and then all the sand was cleared out and covered up. So this is where the Guardian Farm is. All the caves around the loaded chunks of this area have been filled in with torches. So these are the only spawn points apart from the land. This is where the water dispenser is for getting the guardians to fall down. Oh, no. And once we go down the ladder, this is where the magic happens. So we have a bunch of tracks right there with some hopper minecarts. And then on the other side, we have, since I can't go through the portal, I'm just going to break this. This is the storage area for all of the items that we get. You do get some ink sacs occasionally. A lot of raw fish. Don't really need to worry about that. And then these are the prismarine crystals. So the way that this works is carts to turn them, that way. That is labeled incorrectly. So anyway, yeah, that's for the carts. So the carts go out and pick up all the items. And then you push the button to turn the spawn pads on, which is basically just big. It dispenses water with downward current, so guardians get pushed downward. They fall down, they die. The carts pick up all of their items. Again, as you can see, it's a very, very efficient farm. Got a lot of guardians falling down. Carts pick up their items, and when they have items in them, when they come back to this area, they stop to dispense all their items. So those carts had items. There they go. So they get thrown out of sync, but they do get the items picked up. Once they do get the items picked up, just go ahead and turn the spawn pads off. All the items get thrown back here in a big ice current that comes through. It's down there. Oh, where is it? Where's the item elevator that they come through? Oh yeah, it's down here more. So they get thrown down here. Blah blah blah. Come on, down. There we go. All right, so this is where the items go. They get thrown on this ice tray. Ooh, got some items gathering up down there. Oh. Hold on. This is designed so this wouldn't happen. There we go. All right, so there are some items that got stuck right there. But normally, I don't know if they changed it, but the force of the items against the incomplete area in there pushes them up through this redstone item elevator, but they get thrown in here first and they just go in through the ice stream. So all these dispensers just dispense it into the ice stream, and then it goes down here, is pushed to the side, and they get thrown up through this glass elevator into this ice stream, and they just circle around, get filtered through there infinitely. So that's how that Guardian Farm works. And so, yeah, that's a Guardian Farm on the server. Last farm that we have is actually our Endermen Farm. Lovingly named Edgar, version 2.0. So we can actually access that from the main hub, or the Nether hub. So I'm going to head there, and then we'll head to Edgar as our last farm. All right, last farm we have here is Edgar, version 2 something, Eddie Bauer Iron Edition. This is there we go, going down here. And then we just ride this minecart track down to the portal for it. And then we should get ejected over here. There we go. Get ejected off of that. Minecart goes through there, gets destroyed, sent up through an item elevator, and gets put back into the dispenser up there. So it's a constantly refilling system for the minecarts. Anyway, this is the portal to to Edgar, which is our Endermen Farm. Go down here. And this is the room that we built for the Endermen Farm. Just jump in. And then you just have to go to the other side of the island. And here we go. So this is the Enderman Farm. Right now they're all dying. There's the Ender Balls. I do not have a collection system. Never got around to making one for cleaning it up. But if you want to get Enderman, push that button. Floor rides up. They get knocked down to half a heart. You get boop, 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 boop. Basically just normal Enderman Farm. There is another Viper 2.0 here for selectable enchanting. To do that, don't want any levels 1 through 8, 16, and then max 30. We do have some extra books here that people didn't really want, so they just kind of threw them in here. Go through them if you like. There are some items over here. It's all Ender Balls, I do believe. Why do we have barriers in here? Who spawned in barriers? Yeah, why the hell do we have barriers in there? Is that Paco? Damn it, Paco. Oh, well. Well, there's barriers there if you need them for some reason. Yeah, so that's the Enderman Farm. If we go outside, it's a very classic design. It's nothing super fancy. It is not, was it the Endermite and a minecart? That is not this farm. This was built before the Endermite and a minecart thing was a thing. Basically, this just uses spawn pads, and then whenever the Endermen spawn, it creates a clock that constantly loops in on itself until the spawn pad is clear, just to make sure that there's no stuck pistons and no stuck Endermen. So it goes all the way up here, has the water block up the top, and drops them down until they land right there. And then you can kill them and get all the stuff from them. So that is the Enderman Farm. That should be the last of the farms on the server. Again, this was built over the course of a year, I think, is how long this server was active for. Then I stopped playing, because everyone else kind of stopped playing too. So, yeah, very, very easy. All the farms you could ever need, and very, very proud of it. So let's go ahead and hop back in here. And we're back home! Yay! So, yeah, welcome back to my house, everyone. Anyway, that has been a tour of the most ultimate, awesome SMP Minecraft house ever, with all farms you could ever need, ever. So, don't try to beat it, because you won't, because nothing's more gorgeous than this, so don't even try. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. This is quite late, so for those of you who have been around since I was actually playing on this, congratulations for sticking around. Those of you who have not, no more episodes, so it's just a house. Anyway, so thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you next time. No, I'm just kidding, there's not going to be next time. To address some things, no, I am not going to be getting back into Minecraft. This was just to reveal my house as it is, unfinished, with all the farms, the server, everything that we've done. Show you guys what I've been up to, because I never really went over, or what I was up to, because I never really went over what was in my house in complete detail. Also, to retire the server. I probably will keep it up, just for shits and giggles, because I have nothing else to do. But this server will be made available for download. Check the link in the description for it. I am not going to be getting back into Minecraft. My schedule does not allow me the time to anymore. Normally for the episodes when I was making them, it was between 8 to 10 hours per episode just to make it. That is the prep. That is getting everything done off camera, recording it, getting everything set up. The Enderman Farm, when we were doing the Enderman Farm, at least on the first server, that was 18 hours to build that for a, 30-minute episode. So, again, my schedule doesn't allow that. I'm in college. I'm about to graduate. Although it's going to take a little bit longer now because my school's fucked me over. I'm in computer engineering. I have a 3.8 in the honors program. I plan on keeping that GPA. Believe me, I would love more than anything to make YouTube a job. Playing video games with your friends seems fucking awesome. Well, it is fucking awesome because I used to do it, kind of. But yeah, but even I know when to throw in the towel. It's not working out for me. I'm not going to be as popular as I once used to be. So this is more of a hobby. But if it picks into a job, who knows? Might come back to Minecraft. But right now, I can't afford the time to put forth that much effort into making videos to try to make it a full-time job anymore. I can't do that. But again, but thank you for those of you who have stuck around till the end, even though I don't know why you have. This is the official end of Minecraft as you know it as a series on my channel. Again, I might come back to it in the future if any of you guys are still around. You most likely won't be. But it is time to say goodbye to the server and goodbye Minecraft. You've been good to me. I made a lot of really close friends on it. Lost a lot of really close friends on it. And, a couple of them still stick around when you still play other games. So, thank you, Minecraft. You've been quite a wild ride, but it's time to move on to bigger and better things. We might come back to you if I can afford the time.